I wanted to go over some quick stuff only in your state. And this is Maine waterways have the 5 spookiest creatures ever. And the only reason why I'm doing this story is because of the serpent that was located in Paganog Pond in Littleton, Mass. Now, it seems a lot of places in the 1800s, 1700s had a lot of creatures, I guess. One of them did not come up in the story I covered, and that's the curse of the Saco River in Maine. And that is the first story. And Saco, it's some way you're supposed to pronounce that. Saco. But when I read this story, the only thing I got out of it was the chief, right, had a wife, baby, and 3 Englishmen came upon the island or where he lived. And there was claims of something about the baby being able to swim or something crazy like that. So he took the kid, threw it in the river, and the mother screaming and stuff, and then the kid ended up dying. So the chief put a curse on the river that 3 men were drowned every year in the river. And so far, there had been some, occurrences after that. People drowning in 3s, but I didn't even hear, this wasn't even in the story, so this is something new. And it would go on to say that the white monkey, the river monster, the thing when, what was it? Each year, a monster killed 3. Now, see, that's something new, because they were supposed to, I heard the baby had drowned. So this is why I love documenting stuff like this, because, and I think I saved the original with a screenshot. Hopefully I did. If not, I just went over the story of what I read. But I think I might have screenshot it and saved that, so we'll look into that. Other than that, the original story said drowning of 3 people. Now it says a monster. So, the last sighting of it was 1970, it says here. But that's just insane how they change stories. And it goes on, other creatures, sea serpents. This one was floating on the river, last sighting, 1900s. And the only thing it seemed to be interested in is the birds flying, but of course, no one caught none of these and documented it or had any other witnesses. This one, I would love to go see and explore and try and catch. But this one almost looks like the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. I have a picture of it, I want to show it, but the only reason why I'm interested in this one, $500,000 for a photograph. And seeing the strange being in 1990 during the boat ride on the lake. I believe reported seeing the strange creature in 1990 by 97, a local Maine. But so the last known scenery of it was 1997. But the $500,000 would be nice if I catch something. Maybe some rocks sticking out, looking like the back hunch. But no, seriously, man, I'd like to go check that out. I already have it all mapped out and everything, but then you got this one, snake-like. And this would be like the serpent in Littleton. The last reported thing the 1800s. But to have something like in Littleton, Acton area, somewhere out in Maine, it kind of makes you think and wonder, did they really exist, and do they still now? Probably not. They probably lived their age and died. But for nobody to go underneath the waters and look. Then you have the sea serpent of Casco Bay. An enlarged serpent creature floating motionless near a ship. And this was 40 feet long with a head carried above waterline. So, there's a lot of them that are different size, but, sometimes you just can't, disclose anything until you check it yourself. This one I'm going to go into because, no, I don't want that. Dummy. I have it all mapped out. And this is up in Maine on the Canada border. And as you can see, this lake, they say that this thing might have went up underneath some rocks or something, or a mountain. Now, here's another thing. Mountains near this. I haven't got a range of where it is, but they say that it could have went. Now, you can't see it good, but if you go on Google Maps and you get on this, there is a little riverway here that goes up, squiggly lined right here. You can't barely see it, but it's there. And I'm trying to find the geography of this land to see where the mountain would be. But they claim this one, it just, went off somewhere and disappeared underneath some, maybe a mountain or something underneath tunnel to a mountain. But whatever the case may be, $500,000 if I could check this out. That'd be nice. Give me a picture. Here's a bigger geographical look of it. More of where it is. And here's what it looks like. Like I said, it almost looks like the Loch Ness Monster, for crying out loud. And they call it Ponick. But this is the story I got. Of where it went. It looks, they got this thing, got a head of a horse. It looks like a moose, or, they got all kinds of description in here. Until 1957, when they jumped dramatically as a result. The monster was never caught, rumored to hide in an underground caverns located at the point of the lake near Boncany River. Must be French. Boncany. I wonder if I got that up on the map there. Boncany, no, I don't think so. Boncany, that has to be that little riverway here. Caverns under there. There are a lot of secretly underground, more and more these things start coming out, boy, of underground caves that you can live in, like Jesse Ventura. If he punches his name driving through underground caves, it's very unsettling to know that there are underground places, and who knows how many more. That's another thing I want to cover, man, because, jeez, what could be living underneath us is even more insane. So if you want to check that out, check out Jesse Ventura going in underground caves. I'm sure it'll pop right up on YouTube. They got him driving under a cave where people literally work. I don't know what they're doing under there. It don't show much. It only shows him going under there and driving, and it's out west, so who knows what's up north. or anywhere throughout the whole United States. There's stuff in caverns and underground stuff that's just literally insane, man. And I forgot to go over it too, and this one guy found one. It's the M Cave. You gotta go over that. That guy was an inventor, and he ended up disappearing after he found this M Cave. They haven't found him since. It does, recommend that he might have got held up. It might have been a government cave, and I believe it's out near the Area 51. But if you got caught up in some government stuff and, cameras are everywhere throughout the world, man, you probably got locked up or maybe even friggin' murdered for finding this place. And I forgot to go over that. It pissed me off. But stuff like this, man, you can't disclose anything. If you find something, you gotta get into it and study it. Like, that's what I do. I try and do to my time, but I try and do this all the time. But once again, creatures of the unknown. And there's a lot more than just what I found. So that being said, and all these sightings, it makes you wonder what's really out there, and if it could still be. I mean, these things could still be alive, and the fact that they don't show themselves, maybe they are afraid of these boats, motors coming through, whoa, thinking it's another creature. So of course they're not going to show nothing, or show themselves. That's what I think personally. But when they do get up around boats, maybe they were studying them and then realized, whoa, I better stay away from that. They could be smart things too, man. Just insane. But little something to put into your minds and think about. Until that next video, be safe, take care, and always believe. Believe. My man Dave up in Vermont sent me a video of some guy searching some state park. Of course, the guy don't say nothing because obviously he wants to be greedy and hog that state park. Sounds like a Massachusetts man, New England, it says so. You don't want to share, does he? But he found some Bigfoot sightings out there too I gotta look into. But until then, think about it. What's out there? Out.